This is a horror game podcast. It is meant for mature audiences. It may contain adult language, violence, and sexual themes, as well as shocking revelations. Viewer discretion is advised. Greetings, fellow investigators, and welcome back to our video podcast, Into the Darkness, where my friends and I will be playing the Imperium Maledictum role-playing game. I'm your host, Thom Raley. The scenario is Call of the Void. It was written by Keith Craig, who is also our game master, and this is episode 1. So without any further delay, let's begin our journey into the darkness. Keith?
Thank you, Thom. Right. So it is the Imperial year 036 M4041. Our acolytes find themselves on the ship, the Vengeful Retribution, traveling across the Macarian sector. They're headed to the hive world of Persepolis, as there is an inquisitorial conclave planned on the moon. But unexpectedly, they get summoned by their patron, Inquisitor Harlequin, to meet him in his cabin for an urgent message.
Well, here we go again.
Should go.
I was hoping this was going to be a quiet year for us.
Never in the Inquisition. As you come in, Inquisitor Harlequin is busy typing away on a data slate while drinking a little amasec. He looks up and he's like, yes, my faithful compatriots. He's like, I know that you were looking forward to meeting some of the other inquisitorial acolytes at the conclave, but I've received a message from a contact of mine down in the Yik subsector. Apparently, they've picked up a message, a distress call coming out. Normally, I wouldn't be interested in it, but I was going to wait to tell you, Interrogator Scorn, but I was going to advocate you to start training in the Ordo Xenos to become possibly an Inquisitor in the next 2 decades or so.
That's very gracious of you.
Wow, you've proven your worth, and I think it's time that you move on. But I think that if you could, I think you'll understand why I thought this might be help improve your chances. And he reaches and he hits the data slate, and you hear a very staticky message come across. It's obviously been relayed from listening post to listening post across the sector. You hear a voice that's kind of weak, but it's got a little bit of shake in it, and it goes,
Please, help. Please, anyone listening, help. Xenos contact has been made. Officers and crew, all dead. I will soon die. We all float in the void.
And then it cuts back out. It goes, reason I thought we might want to look in this is a contact with Xenos down in the Yik subsector. And he pulls up a map here, which I'll pull up here for all to see, of the Macarian sector. So you're down here in the bottom left is the Yik subsector, and the message came from at the very bottom where it says the Sargassum reaches. That is right at the edge of Imperial space. Tells you that down there's a lot of pirates will operate out of there, but most legitimate Imperium ships will avoid it because there's a massive iron archipelago down there. It's a huge collection of ships that have been wrecked. They've been chained together with by chains. No one knows who's done it, but there's so much metal down there that it's actually started to create its own gravity. And if if ships get too close, they start getting pulled in, kind of like a vortex back in the distant history of humanity's past. All. And he doesn't know what a legitimate imperial ship would be doing down there, and much less they were supposed to have cleansed that area of all xenos activity many years ago. So,
This is kind of sounding like a pseudo Space Hulk type affair, then.
but the Iron Archipelago, it's so big there is actually multiple Space Hulks that are trapped in it. So it is a massive thing. He does the article goes down. Do not approach the Iron Archipelago if your ship does not have enough thrust to escape the gravitational pull of it. You will be lost. And that's a risk I'm willing for you to take.
All right.
Do we know the ship that the broadcast came from? Is that part of the transmission?
I don't know the ship. The radio modulation indicates a standard Imperial transport radio, so more than likely a civilian ship.
Explains why they didn't use military codes when they were talking. Any chance it's a spoof?
Always a chance of that, but I guess if it is, then we can close this out quickly. You can bring whoever is trying to spoof someone out there to justice.
Indeed.
So is this a rescue mission, or are we to retrieve something from this?
What I'd like you to find out why the ship was there, whose ship it is it? Because if it's a standard transport ship, some corporation owns it, and they haven't filed the appropriate paperwork to say that they've lost a transport. And for improve interrogator Scorn's chances to be put into training, find out what xenos is there and wipe them out.
Inquisitor, is there anything I should study to prepare myself for this? I don't know that I've ever even seen a pictogram of a xeno. Are they the same? Are they different?
Well, xenos are very, there are all kinds of foul and heretical shapes that they can take. And I believe you contacted one of them years ago in that it was the worm creature that you had contacted.
Oh, dear. Yes.
The xenos. He's like going, I'll send you I'll download to your data slate some texts, and I'll make sure no one sees that you have them. They are quite forbidden.
All right. Yes, of course.
He's like, Berg, the pilot of one of the ships traveling along with us. I've arranged with him to take you down to the Yik subsector.
Right. From where we are, how long will it take us to get there?
Probably about a standard month and a half.
All right.
Will we have access to any research materials en route?
Yes.
And
yeah.
I'm mainly thinking of performing some analysis of that signal, seeing if there's any carrier waves that can identify the ship, and then perhaps if we've got any contact with the Navis Nobility, that we can try and find out which navigator house was responsible or overseeing the operation. and then try and get some information through those kind of channels.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You definitely could do some of the research while you're during the journey. He goes, keep me informed, and he gives you the standard code to reach out to astropaths to contact him across the sector, because the distances are so far that even the speed of light takes days to reach it. So.
Which makes me think that they didn't have an astropath on board if they had to rely on regular communications.
Or the astropath was dead already at that point.
Potentially.
I mean, we don't even, if the guy said all the officers and stuff are dead, who was this fellow? Ship's janitor?
The cook. They're always the ones
cook.
That tend to survive. Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, they often do, funnily enough.
Right. But that the Inquisitor goes back to what he was doing. You've dealt with him many times, and he can be rather abrupt. And once he's relayed his message, he's finished talking with you.
Okay, let's head somewhere else to figure out what we're doing.
I'm going to go and immediately begin looking at this forbidden knowledge that he's giving me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, this book here, I'll ask Matt to help me out with this. Xenology, and do you remember who wrote that book? Is another Inquisitor. I can't remember the name of it, but it is quite a famous book of dissections of various xenos species.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I could have, if I was forearmed, I could have had my copy here to show you.
I know, I didn't. Yeah. But by looking through that, give me a lore academics roll with plus 20.
Lore academic. Okay. Well, that's okay, so that would be 54 that I need, and I got 57. Shit.
Do you want to spend a fate?
Get your
Well, I
plus
could do that. How about would I use forbidden knowledge at all?
Well, what you would get if you got a lore academics, I was going to give you an advanced in lore forbidden knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So,
I'm going to spend a fate then, because I want that.
okay, yeah. If you spend a fate,
totally.
you can spend a fate to give yourself an automatic +1 SL to your roll, and since you were at -0, you achieve that, and so you can give yourself a lore forbidden xenos with an advance.
Do we spell xenos with an X or with a Z?
Yeah, with an X, like xenophobia. So yeah. Okay. What's the others doing as you are? I know that Wilkes was going to start doing some research and all. In the month and a half of your travel across the sector, what were the others going to be doing, or just enjoying the transit?
I want to collect a sense of how many ships have been lost in the past of any significance. I mean, this is basically our version of the Bermuda Triangle, right? What's gotten lost there?
Okay.
And also, if anything was particularly valuable, because that might explain why a corporation sent a ship there. If there was something, if the Mary Celeste with some golden treasure was floating in it, maybe they sent a salvage crew that they wanted to tell anyone about. So,
are you're not part of the Mechanicus, are you?
no.
Okay.
I gotta look through the books like everybody else.
Yeah, then give me a logic investigation. And you're not under stress. You've got a month and a half, so give yourself +20 to your skill.
Okay, that's good.
Can't hit up his reclaimer buddies and find out the info that way.
Yeah, just barely made it. But the +20 helped.
Yeah, lots of ships have been lost in this. Now, in the past century, there's when the Imperium kind of put it off of off limits to not go there. There's been much less, but there's always treasure seekers that will go out there because just even the ships out there, just the computers and everything on the ships are extremely valuable to harvest and take. The Mechanicus love it. They love going there and trying to get ancient technology.
Yes, I am thrilled to be approaching such a holy site.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
I think my character would like to take a look at operating planets nearby that maybe have started some kind of trade with them, or any kind of maybe not look at that target, but look at things nearby that target that are prospering from something that may have come from, some kind of interaction with that.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of. Give me a
like uprisings or unexplainable tech advances or whatever.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Give me a logic investigation. You can have plus 20 also.
It's a dismal failure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. What you find is that, like, the nearest planets to it, they're called night worlds, and essentially they're feudal worlds. Picture medieval Europe societies, but with giant machines. They're technically part of the Imperium, but they kind of are like almost like their own nation. So yeah. And then finally, Wilkes, you were doing the research on the signal.
Yeah, looking to see if I can get any underlying data from it that might give us a hint as to either the name of the ship or something that I can use to then put through to try and find out which navigator house is potentially going to give us a lead on who looked after it.
All right. Yep. And I know we've been doing the logic again, but you're all kind of doing digging in and researching. So yeah, give me another logic investigation.
Gotcha. And my data delver will hopefully help out with this. So this gives me advantage on retrieving information, analog or digital. So
yeah.
Well, I'll turn my 90 into 9.
9.
So that'd be 5 SL.
All right. Yeah. Looking at the modulation on the signal, you recognize it as the standard radio that's put into all the Imperial transports, and so you can download the deck plans of that ship, because with the standard template construct, all the Imperium makes everything pretty much the exact same. And how many success levels? 5? 5. Yeah. With that, you're able to actually kind of identify maybe part of the every radio's got a unique flaw in it, because they're built by people, and you are able. It takes you a few weeks of digging, but you recognize that this radio was registered with a ship called the Hopeful Harvest. It is a ship that is it transports ore from the mining world of Terang to the Mechanicus world of Ajax Supremus there in the Yix subsector.
Gotcha. So is that if it's interplanetary over a small enough distance, would they require a navigator, or
they do not?
Gotcha. So it's a small run that they're doing back and forth.
And that run is very far from that place, though, isn't it?
It is, yes. Yeah. It is far off normal navigation routes.
How are misjumps a thing in Imperium?
If you are hopping out of real space, yes. But as Wilkes implied, this ship should not have been hopping out of real space.
Yeah.
All right. They got no reason to miss.
They'd only require a navigator if they do warp travel over a long distance. But if it's a short enough run that it's interplanetary, then their regular drives will be able to accommodate the distance. So then they
Right.
wouldn't necessarily need the services of a navigator house. So that excludes that line, unless they have, and that would account for how they've got so far off track. And is the type of ship capable of doing warp travel, or is it completely standard propulsion?
This ship does have was built to have the capability to do warp travel. Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that we can run? Is there like a central manifest with the administratum that keeps a log of which ships are, or if navigators are assigned to ships? So if we put the name of the ship in, does something pop out?
I could almost guarantee that in that massive bureaucracy, there's something that gets filled out. Whether or not you can find it now, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Can you figure out when they last officially made port somewhere, so we could figure out sort of the time that they've been missing?
Yeah.
Is that something you can look up?
Yeah. And I'm not going to make you roll again. +5's phenomenal roll. So yeah, you kind of go in there. So they left the mining planet of Terrain about 2 standard weeks prior to the distress call leaving their ship, and it's usually a 4-week journey.
So they had to have done warp travel in that time. Then the timeline doesn't add up.
All you know is that they do not have a navigator assigned to their ship.
Well, if
So
they're doing something
halfway
covert,
between. Yeah. What company owns them? Do we know the company?
You do. With that, they are owned by. Let me find it. There it is. Lux Aeternum. It is a mining and shipping corporation, that based on the mining planet of Terrain.
Start doing research on that company to see if I can find any other reason why they might be diverting their ships to that location.
I mean, this thing is just a big cargo holder, right? The ship.
Yep.
It's
yep,
not.
yep.
It's not like a special ship that could do decent salvage work, because it's not designed for that. It's just designed to jug.
Yeah. Picture the giant ships that move goods around our oceans, and that's
right.
It's mostly a ship, and there's not a big crew on board or any. Because it wastes cargo space.
Slow and powerful, but slow.
They could be bringing someone or something to that location, though, as opposed to bringing something away from it.
You'd want to use something small and faster, wouldn't you? You wouldn't want to use a big hulking. Okay, I guess the only reason I could think of using a big hulking ship is, are they big enough to have other ships in them?
They could meet up with other ships.
Yeah, I mean, they could have smaller ships in it, like fighter size or.
Just fighter size. You couldn't stuff a bigger vessel into one. Okay.
No. I mean, they're large enough, but then they would really, the weight and balance and everything wouldn't work out.
Well, okay.
It's not made to do that.
It's also potentially that it makes it a less obvious target for smuggling. That if it is a big hulking transport and it does irregular routes, that people won't necessarily think that it's something for instance, those who partake in the silent trade would necessarily think, oh, well, that's obviously just doing this run back and forth. It wouldn't be carrying any Xenos artifacts or anything that's been pillaged from out in the Halo stars, because we are on the edge of space, so that is a possibility.
What would be the... I'm sorry.
Go on.
Oh, popped in my head. What would be the standard crew complement for something? The Hopeful Harvest?
About 20 people.
Okay.
Oh, wow. So it's small.
Mm-hmm.
But few people to keep quiet, from what you were saying.
Yeah.
You could bribe less people to bribe. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Kelly, you were wanting to try and do some research on the corporation.
Yeah, Lux Aeternum.
Yep. Yeah, just give me a logic investigation.
Okay, I have 2 success levels on that.
All right.
It was much better.
Okay. Lexiternum. It is like I said, it's a shipping and a mining corporation. It was two separate corporations that were joined together when the owners of the mining corporation and the shipping corporation they married, and so they merged their companies to get together so they could control all parts of that instead of having to pay each other to move goods around or to dig in up. And you notice in there that the wife, Lucinda Poluis, she died about 6 months ago in a mining accident.
Hmm.
And are they based on terrain or
Yep.
Ajax
Yep.
Supremacy?
They're based on terrain. Ajax Supremus is a Mechanicus planet.
Okay. I think I missed as I was scribbling all my notes down. Are we heading? We're not necessarily heading to terrain. We're just heading in that general direction. But have we decided where to go? Because it seems like terrain might be not a bad starting place, unless we want to. I don't know.
I thought we're going to the location of the transmission as far as we know it to be.
We're looking for this ship.
That's totally fine. But does that put us too close to the
gravity well?
Yeah,
that does not matter. We were given orders to go there. Should we be lost, then we die in the holy cause of the Omnissiah, and you should be grateful to die in such a holy place.
We'll have to judge it when we get closer.
I fear that, according to my calculations, a visit to this other planet will delay our timetables by several months.
What's the name of the ship that we're looking for?
The Hopeful Harvest.
Hopeful Harvest.
Maybe there is on the hope about now.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
There is a time constraint. It might be drifting towards the gravity well. We need to get there and see if we can pull it away from there without. I say without risking our ship. Then the loss is doubled.
Wouldn't we need a tug for that? I mean, can the ship act as a tug?
Oh yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I would not compare the loss of that ship to the loss of our ship in this doubling that you said. That applies an equivalence. This cargo hauler is but a small speck, a small cog in a much larger machine.
Yes.
We are, in a sense, similar. We are merely a small cog in the Inquisitional machine, but the Inquisitional machine is far more important of a machine.
Well, on Omega, you can see that I'm not a first-year student, so thank you.
Yeah. Right. So after about a month and a half of traveling along, Omega, you do note that you have lost a few hours in what was described. You're a few hours behind schedule of getting there, which is incredibly inefficient.
Yeah, it is. It is sad that we have such an unfortunate delay. I'll have to update the schedules.
And then you hear come across the ship's interphone. You hear Berg, the captain of this ship. He goes, got the scanners out, and I am picking up a vessel floating. It looks like they have no power or means of propulsion. I believe this might be the one that we're looking for.
How close is it to the gravity well? Is it retrievable?
It is. I'd say that it is starting to get entrapped by it, but our thrusters will be able to easily get us out of there.
Yeah, we could grapple chain it and then pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we do that as our first operation, and then we'll go explore it.
Okay. All
we can
right.
get its power restored, then we can.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So Berg, he's going to pull this ship up close to it. Who wants to go out and connect the chains? Because
What skill would that be?
that would be a tech engineering.
I would be honored.
Okay. Excellent. So they get you a void suit and a tether, and you go into the airlock, which is at the front of this ship. And they once it's sealed, they open it up, and you are looking out into the void, and you can see just the ship. Now you've gotten close enough that the thrusters on your void suit can get you over there. But imagine like you're in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and there's just two ships out there. The loneliness, multiply that by an infinite amount is what you're kind of looking at. There's just nothing else out here.
Yes, we are but a small spark in a vast sea of darkness. But I have a holy purpose to perform, communion with these great machines.
All right. Right. So get over there with the chains and give me a tech engineering, and you just kind of connecting some chains to it. I'll give you a plus 20 on that.
A 17
Nice. Yeah.
Versus with that bonus, that was against a 90. So.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah,
he knows his shit, this guy.
You get it attached, no problem at all. And while you're doing that, give me an awareness sight.
Okay, awareness. And I have a bonus because of my augmented eyes. That is a failure. 57
Okay.
against 57 against 50.
Okay, no problem. All right, yeah, you get it.
Doesn't the eye give you +1 SL?
It just gives you a +10.
That's effectively the same thing, I guess.
Pretty close. Yeah, pretty close. But okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, you get it connected. You come back into the ship, and Berg kind of starts pulling it away from the Iron Archipelago. Get that word.
Big giant chains with little hooks on.
Oh.
Does it look damaged, the ship, or does it just look dead in the water?
You're going to try and look?
Yeah, just the porthole or whatever, just to look at it.
Okay. First, give me a discipline fear.
Oh, nice. So that's just a straight discipline, because I don't think I have the specialization fear. So that's 30 or less. $30 exactly.
Okay,
so zero.
Yeah. And remind me, were you part of the Navy or the militarum in your past?
Navy.
Navy. So even though you've been in the Navy, you've been out in the void and stuff, all sailors, getting lost and drift, you realize how easy it could be just to drift out here for centuries and no one could have found you if they had it. And it's just a little disturbing, but you're able to go, okay, this is we kind of accept that.
Wait. I get a little queasy knot in my stomach when I look at it.
Yeah. And then give me an awareness sight for trying to check it out.
All right.
Yeah.
Awareness
About my awareness sight roll.
Yes.
I didn't realize my character actually has specialization in sight.
Okay.
That I did not account for. So I actually did pass.
Okay. Good. We'll come to that then in a second.
Right,
see how machine oil did that way.
42 or less, and I got a 14, so I guess that's 3.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys are both looking at it. Omega, you got, when you were closer, you noticed that there was points on the ship where it looked like something had attached to it on the outside, and you definitely noticed around the airlock. Looked like there was if you shove a crowbar into something, you pry on it, it causes damage. You see those kind of damage around the outer airlock. And machine oil, you're not close enough to see the airlock damage, but you can see where another ship definitely snagged onto this before. Think of how pirate ships would have been throwing those grappling hooks over.
Right. There's like little sucker marks or whatever you want to call it along the hull where they would have attached themselves. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I'll point that out to people because I wonder if this is a booby trap or something for us. Why would they set this up like this?
Yes,
we do a scan of the ship?
First ones to come to this ship.
Yeah.
Yep. Should we do a scan to make sure that there's nobody still here on the, like other ships attached to the.
Gotcha. Yeah. Berg will he'll get that set up, and he kind of the scanner kind of passes over it. You see the little green light as it passes across the body of the ship, and he relays to you, interrogator. He's like, no life forms are seen. Also, it doesn't seem like the ship is maintaining pressurization.
Oh, okay. It's most likely the people are dead.
Yeah. Unless there's pockets of atmosphere still inside.
And they could be in survival
I calculated
too,
there
right?
is only a 0.2297% chance that there is still a survivor.
Do you think these boarding marks are the xenos that he was talking about? Or
Probably.
Somebody else? Yeah, okay.
Might also be scars from previous attempts to pirate.
That's true, yeah. Who knows how often these things get attacked by pirates.
Well, I guess we're going to have to get suited up.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can bring it back online.
What's the cargo
try to
supposed
figure
to be
out what
again?
the hell happened.
It's minor? The cargo is supposed to be minor? Okay.
Yep. Here is the ship plan. So you'll be entering in over here by the docking clamps. You can see the airlock. This is the upper floor on the right. The lower floor is on the left. And it wasn't clear when I made this, so I added in pointing out where the stairs are. They connect from the computer room down to there. So that's how you go from floor to floor. All right, so you guys suit up?
Yep.
Okay, yep, no problem. And as you get onto the ship and enter into the airlock, of course, there's two doors. When you get into the through the outer door and close it, you can see that the inner door also is looks like it had been pried open.
So that's probably where the gas is leaking.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what Wilkes said.
Mechanically pried open, or looking something a bit more fleshy?
Looks like they use mechanically. Yeah.
This ship has been exposed to the void for a long time. I would be surprised if there was enough gas inside of it to still be leaking to this present date.
Very good. Right.
Let's see. We can get the atmosphere generators online, and we'll have to patch up this hole, though.
I believe it would be a waste to share air with this ship.
We are more efficient when we interact with the ship when we're not in these suits.
That feels like a personal limitation that should be overcome.
We don't have time to overcome it right now.
Unfortunately, we're rather attached to our lungs.
Right.
I secretly file this away as a moral failing of my companions.
Yes, you should recommend they get those lungs replaced.
Yeah.
The flesh is weak.
Yeah. So when you enter in go through the inner airlock door, you can the ship is dark. It looks like all the lumens are not functioning. Shouldn't be too surprising. The ship's engines aren't running, so therefore the generators aren't generating the motive force to turn on the electricity, and
it's possible that parts of it have been scavenged by the xenos. Who knows what they were after?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Shall we make our way to engineering?
Mm-hmm. Just out of curiosity, so we know they went in through this front hatch.
Mm-hmm.
If the crew made any kind of determined effort to repel boarders, they would have made it around the first crossing because that's a good place to fight off people invading your ship. So we should look for evidence of scorch marks, blood, any damage to the walls around there to see if there was an attempt to fight these guys off.
Right. Yep. Yep. Yeah. And so you'll kind of actively looking for that.
Yeah.
And your suits have like lights on the helmets and all, so you don't have to worry about that.
I'm thinking mainly because of my not ineptitude, but my lack of skill on the engineering front. Do we want to divide into two groups? One group, the more tech focused, go to the engineering section and try to get everything come back online, and the others of us go to the bridge and maybe then from there down to control systems or the computer room to try and get basically use the computer when it comes back online.
Yeah, we should get the ship's log at the very least.
Let's put people where they will be most useful.
Yeah. I will commune with the engine. Those who commune with the computer must be prepared to deal with a very angry machine spirit. I'm sure it will not be pleased for having been shut off.
Agreed.
I've got some piloting and navigation experience. I'll head to the bridge in the navigation area.
Okay. So
Kelly, machine oil. I was just going to say machine oil.
Yes.
You're more mechanical. You should probably go with Omega.
And if you want.
Wilkes and I and Interlocutor will see if we can retrieve logs from the bridge.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So I see Wilkes, Interlocutor Kelly, and Interrogator Scorn going up to the bridge, and Omega and Machine Oil, you guys were going to go back to the tech room, kind of back by the engineering ship drives.
Yep.
Okay. What route are you going to take to get there?
Okay, let's see. We can... Well, first off, do we see any evidence of battle? Because that would be useful to help us figure out which way to go.
You do not.
Okay. Well, knowing that Omega likes efficiency, it looks like if you're facing to the rear of the ship, it looks like you might get there slightly faster if you take the left-hand path or the port side. If that makes sense.
Yep, I know the port and starboard. Yep.
Yep. Okay. We'll do that.
As Air Force, but I know those terms.
So. Okay. Well, I don't. I could have gotten it wrong. So nice.
Port's the left, starboard's right.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
Okay. All right. So you head back there. The bridge is closer, so we'll cut to those three first. Okay. When you approach the bridge and you go in, you notice that there's like a little like someone's cup there, and it's wobbling back and forth for just a moment when you come in. Then it stops. Everything
like
here
it's right
is
on the edge.
No, it was like sitting like so picture like we'll just use Star Trek. You're sitting there at those tables where Spock sat, and you could have your cup right there on the desk.
Gravity still, is there a gravity field here, or are we in 0G?
It's not quite 0G. There is a little bit of power coming through. Like if you try and turn on the light there for a moment, it flickers, and then you could tell it just does not have enough energy left to power. And so gravity is still there, but if you hop, it'd be like being on the moon. Or probably less gravitational pull than that.
Emergency power in the gravitation plates. Yeah.
Actively keeping an eye out where someone may have ducked to try and hide out a line of sight, because that stuff doesn't move by itself.
Yeah, especially like under tables or consoles, or if there's any kind of equipment cabinet on the bridge, check all those out.
All right.
Do a sweep of the room just to make sure.
Okay. All right. Sweep of the room. Give me an awareness sight.
I forget. Is 000 good or bad?
It's not good. It's not good.
No.
Got a 000.
Okay.
My 34 would normally be 1, but because I have my eye, becomes 2.
Okay. Nice. And how'd you do there, Kelly?
I missed it. I had -2 success levels.
Yeah. Kind of look around. You guys don't see anything. Wilkes, as you're kind of looking around, you see some blood droplets along the floor. And when you kind of glance down there, you know how your peripheral vision will see movement. The corner of your eye, you see like some smoke and stuff, but it disappears up into one of the vents.
I will gesture silently towards the vent.
I got a 000. I don't even see him gesture.
Yeah, it's too dark. It's too dark.
I'll pull out my las gun.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it a hatch or a vent, or is it what's the access to that space?
So like there would be a hatch that people could climb up in there because you need to do the maintenance on it and all, but to get the atmosphere to be the air and stuff flowing, if the ship would have been running, it would have had like your typical register that you would have on vents, but there is a hatch to look up in there.
And is that hatch open right now? So something just...
It is not.
Wow.
And Wilkes, it looked like the smoke was going back into the register.
Is it with hand tools, or can it just be opened by pop it open with strength?
Yeah. It's like just, like a ship's like crank wheel.
I'll do that and try to pull myself up to look inside the register.
Okay. Yeah. You kind of when you look up there, you shine the light down there and all. Give me a discipline of fear.
Okay, I got 3 success levels on that.
Okay, yeah. When you pull yourself up there, for just a brief second, you could have swore you saw a face, and like when
I'm sorry, I think I made a mistake. I have discipline. I don't have specifically fear as a specialization.
So you just roll straight discipline then.
Yeah, it was 3 success levels on discipline.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you see a face just where it's very pale and it's got a smile. And it looks like all of its teeth have been filed down into points, but then it just dissipates away.
Like smoke or down another corridor of the
like smoke.
Vent. Oh, I'm dropping out of that and getting away from it quickly. There's something.
What's wrong?
I saw a face, like something that's like living smoke. It smiled at me. It knows that we're here, and it's being. I don't know if it's hostile or not, but it's definitely being intelligent. It has the intelligence to see humor and to do some kind of an evasion.
Was it a human-like face or something?
Something about it, like it had 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, but something about it.
What color did you say it was? Was it
very pale, almost ash gray? Yeah,
gray.
It might be one of these xenos we've been worried about.
Did you research any of this when you were given your?
I asked a lot of questions, and what I got was that xenos can take many different forms. So I suppose if it's not human or mechanical, then we should shoot it or try to stop it.
One of the things in that xenology document does state that there's an interesting correlation how so many races across the galaxy all have a humanoid appearance. They have a head, 2 arms, 2 legs, but then there are lots of variations between them. So,
well, that's because ours is a divine form, and it's the most efficient, despite the Mechanicus adding limbs and extra
Don't say that
eyeballs and things.
Don't say that too loud, he'll hear you.
It turned to vapor or smoke, and I don't know that you could shoot something like that.
No, witchcraft, evil.
I'm not even sure that it was real that I saw, but it definitely smiled at me, or what I interpreted.
Well, we'll keep our eyes open for some sort of phantom.
But if you try and get access in the logs are all stored in the computer, and there's not enough power going to them to be able to.
I have to wait for them to restore the power then before we can actually get anything going here. Should we
check the computer room or the navigation room across the hall?
Yeah, I'm looking specifically thinking about are the internal sensors working where it can pick up where air leaks might be. So if it's telling us where hull breaches might be.
Not without power going to them. Yep. All right. So speaking of that, let's cut over to Machine Oil and Omega. You guys are headed down to the tech room, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You don't need to make a roll for it. You see on the floor on the hallway coming down here, you see old drops of blood, like they've been they're dried out, probably and when you move fast, if you're like dripping something like blood, they get kind of elongated and all. So they're not.
There's a trail here, or just in one spot?
Yep. There's a little trail headed back the way you're going.
Ah, okay. Do you want me to scout ahead, Omega? I'll be your drone. I'll drone ahead for you.
I see no reason to fear.
All right. Then we won't do any stealthy scouty bits. We'll just follow the trail. Is it heading where we're going?
It is headed in the direction you are walking.
Right. Okay, we should expect to see a body at some point.
Right. Okay. When you get to the tech room, because you've kind of been walking in the dark. Yeah, you've got your headlamps and your flashlight. You can tell around the tech room that there are lights leaking around. Like it's very bright inside. These aren't perfectly sealed rooms.
Okay, so it's not down there. It's possibly still occupied. I don't imagine you just want to barge in, do you? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just going to go up. Yes.
You have a very limited supply of air.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that you do not continue to waste it on such frivolous questions. And I'm just going to push the door open.
Okay. All right. When you open it up, you see that all the lights are on. There's even extra like lamps have been moved in here, and they're on. You can see wires. Someone has obviously made a significant modifications to to route the ship's power to here to power all this. But you see in there a body laying there. His clothes are soaked through with dried blood, and but most disturbing of all, you notice that his eyelids have been removed.
Okay, he's not in a spacesuit, obviously. He's just in his crew uniform.
He is not. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just lying on the ground, his eyelids removed. Okay.
Yeah. And multiple puncture wounds throughout him.
I'm sure Omega is just completely ignoring this and just heading to a panel trying to get the power going. I'm staring at the body.
Absolutely correct.
Okay, well, I'll sit and I'll just look at the body while you do your work. I'll check to see if he's got anything on him that might help me identify him, like crew marks, cards, anything.
Oh yeah. Okay. We'll have Omega give me a tech engineering roll.
$66 is a pass.
Okay. You it's going to take you a little bit of time to undo whoever did this mess, but you know that you are going to be able to get the power routed back correctly. Yeah. Machine Oil, looking at it at the crew member, he is wearing his shirt. It does have like the Lexiternum logo on it, and it has his name. His name is Turiel.
Turiel. What was his position on the crew?
Well, that doesn't say on his shirt.
Oh, it doesn't say on the shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
Turiel. I will find the crew logs. And it looks like he died because he got punctured a bunch of times in the chest area.
That'd be a reasonable summation. Either he died,
and then he bled out because we can track his blood trail here. Okay. And somebody removed his eyelids post-mortem, which is
give me a Medicaid human.
Okay, that I'm not so good at, but let me give it a try. So that's under
that
regular
like an
medicine.
Optimistic assessment of the damage.
Optimist. No, fail.
Yeah.
No clue. Yeah.
I'm
guessing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Why not?
I'm guessing, sure.
All right.
Well, because my companion seems so distracted by the body, could I make that roll?
Yes, you could. Yeah.
That cave roll. I do have some, but yeah. 24 against 60.
Okay. Yeah, kind of brush him out of the way and looking at it because there is clotting from where his eyelids should be, where they were removed, which indicates that he was alive when the eyelids were removed. At least his heart was still pumping.
This particular specimen was alive when the xenos removed his eyelids.
You're assuming the xenos
does knowledge comfort you?
No, because now I'm thinking he removed his own eyelids because he didn't want to have his eyes closed. Because that happens sometimes in space, If you close your eyes, you don't know what you're going to see. And he didn't want to see what he saw when he closed his eyes, so he took his eyelids out.
I'm glad that you decided to use some of your oxygen on this speculation.
I am now more scared than I was before, so this was not helpful.
Do not worry. Should something remove your eyelids, we could always replace your eyes.
Yeah. Thank you. I like my orbs. They're nice. They're the ones I came with. They're the best model I could possibly have. Thank you.
That is illogical.
Let's get this. Let me help you get the power going so we don't have to sit around.
I fear that you will only get in the way.
All right, I will just stand over here and just merge into the furniture a bit.
Okay. All right. What are the other three doing up on the bridge?
We're gonna check the cup to see if there was anything in the cup. And a quick question: what's the temperature on the bridge?
It's cold because the atmosphere is pretty cold. So when you look in the cup, there's like frozen coffee.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the science room, which is across the hall and down a little.
All right. Yes.
I'll follow behind.
Okay. Lucas, what are you doing?
I'm trying to pull up the map again, but my machine spirit has also been somewhat uncooperative. Control systems, which is immediately below us. What is that?
So that would be, if you needed to make adjustments to, like, is where you would put things into the computer to, for trying to fix things, that you just can't do, up at the bridge and all. So it's where you go in there and do maintenance on it and all.
Okay, so
the computer core is directly behind us.
We might need to go down there at some point then, but yeah, I'm sticking with the others. I'm not splitting up yet. If there's something that can move through air vents, then that's it'd be a bit crazy to divide up into individual, because then it's just we can pick us off one by one.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Going into being paranoid and keeping the lookout.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. Going into the science room, when you open up the door, this room has been completely ransacked. You see, crates have been opened up and dumped out. A lot of there's a lot of medical supplies that have been dumped onto the floor, and looks like they've been went through and were trying to looking for something.
We're just seeing what they could ravage. I want to look around for more specific evidence, like clues, scaly finger, or something that's
okay.
In the first two rooms, have we seen anything that looks like it's been obviously scavenged? Because this doesn't feel like pirates anymore. This, especially the bridge itself didn't look like it had been ransacked, and this room looks like it's been tossed, but not necessarily looted. Right.
Right.
So,
yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, you're kind of like looking around for something there, interrogator, trying to see if you can find something besides just stuff dumped out everywhere.
Right.
See if I can identify from the like if there's a content list on the medical kits or something, if something specific's not there in the medical kit.
Okay. Yeah. We'll come back to that, Kelly. So, interrogator, give me an awareness sight.
54 awareness. Yes, that is a pass. Just a regular, though. Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. That's a 34. I read it wrong. So that's two
success levels?
2 successes, yeah.
Yeah. So looking around here, you don't see anything that screams, a xenos creature or anything was through here. What you do can tell with that is that this was a very you start getting the feeling that this was a very directed search. The room kind of looks a little ransacked, but once you start kind of paying attention, you can tell that they were definitely headed for something. And Kelly, because you said you were going to compare the inventory to kind of what's there, it takes a little bit of time, but you notice that there's several IV bags missing. 20 IV bags are missing, plus the needles that would be needed to use the IV bags, and all the stimulants, so all the adrenaline and all that the Imperium gives people is all gone.
Saline IV bags or
they're just
sucrose? Okay.
Yeah, they're just IV bags.
Okay.
All the stimulants are gone too.
I'm wondering if the surviving crew ran in here, grabbed what they could to make their hold up somewhere. They could be anywhere on the ship. So,
the stimulants are missing too. So maybe they're afraid of something that they want to be able to stay awake and not turn their back on or sleep in front of.
Also, 20 IV bags would be one for each member of the crew.
That's a good point. Yep.
We have communication with one another in the ship.
Yeah, you have Vox speeds.
How's it going down there, Omega? Are you working on the ship?
Yes, I believe I should have the power fixed within the next 5 minutes.
Excellent.
We found a dead crew member. He had turned the tech room into a nest of lights, He'd rewired everything to light the place up, and he'd cut off his own eyelids. I think he was experiencing some type of nyctophobia or something like that. Maybe something had gotten to him.
We did see a thing in the, interlocutor Kel saw something in the overhead fence. It looked like a person, but it seemed to vanish into smoke. So it's probably some sort of xeno.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, it's able to physically assault and kill people. So
yeah.
About that time, the lights start coming on as Omega was able to get the power
good job
properly.
Not that you
we
care
go back to the bridge.
Yeah. But you are running off of battery power, so because the engines still aren't up and running, so your generators aren't rolling, so you don't got.
We should now make our way to the engine room to continue repairs.
All right.
And
we'll go back to the bridge to see if we can access the logs.
Yeah, the computer logs might be accessible now. Or also the sensors you were going to check, Lucas.
Yeah, look for logs by anyone named Terrell.
Okay.
Right. So machine oil and Omega, you're going back to try and get the engines online?
Yep.
Okay. All right. When you get back there, I'm not going to make Omega. Omega's knows what he's doing. He rolled pretty well, so you kind of mess around. You can get these engines fired back up and get the generators going to get the ship start back online. And what would be good about that, with the engines rolling, it'll get the pressurization system going again. Even with leaks, you'll still have more of an atmosphere. Mm-hmm. All ships leak, so.
Yes, this should please Interrogator Scorn.
I'll sort of look around to see if there's any other evidence of melee or violence or damage or bodies or anything else in the space.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen any indication that there was a fight, right? Of any kind.
Mm-mm.
Would weapons be part of the ship's complement?
Just
defending against pirates. Yeah.
Just your standard las gun, really.
Well, if they were boarded, they would have very little with which to defend themselves.
There'd also be a lot of evidence that the pirates had shot them or.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so you're looking for a grinning ghost face, but we know that somebody boarded this vessel and then left again. So there was some material group at work here. Okay. I don't know.
All right. Up at the bridge, you guys, the power is back on. The computer's got the boot up screen all ready for you.
I'm going to try to access the navigation logs.
Okay.
See if why they came here was intentional or unintentional.
Okay. Give me a tech security to get back to guess what the password is to actually.
No. Mine is 5 levels of success. Yeah.
It is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's not admin. All of it. All. It's supposed to be admin. Yeah.
Emperor 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What's the other two like to do?
I'm looking for captain's log.
Okay. It's probably he probably entered it into the database of the ship and stuff. So you need to get into the computer system.
Okay. I'll take my hand at seeing if I can get into the computer system.
What is this? Is there a sticky note above the computer system?
What do I need?
Tech security.
Oh boy. Out of 29.
Yeah, you
So
got a what
that's
out
two
of 20?
successes.
Two success levels. All right.
Zero
Yeah.
four.
Yeah. So it takes a couple tries to try it out, but it is password 123. And yeah,
O-R-E. Yeah, it was just
yeah,
four.
they replaced the A with an at symbol. So okay, so you are into the ship's databases and the logs. You've got access to pretty much everything that they would log away. The crew, all that. Yep. What do you want to look
All
up?
right. Recent captain's log.
Okay.
Start
Yep.
date 349. I don't know.
Yeah. So the captain's name was Delios Vintagasis.
Oh
Um,
boy.
yeah, don't worry about that. He's been the captain of this ship for well over a decade, and kind of going through, skimming it quickly. You see that there's not much there. One thing that does grab your attention, about a week outside of Terang, leaving Terang on this thing, they got a message from home base telling them that there was a warp storm on the standard route, and they gave them the routing to head this way. You also see on there, under the crew's name, you see, because Machine Oil mentioned it, you see Turiel was the radio operator for the ship. But another thing that grabs your eye was the company's representative on it was a Gregarious Poluus, which is the same last name as the owner of the company.
The one who died in the
Oh.
mining accident.
The mother, yeah.
Because CEOs are so renowned for getting dirty and going to the sites of their industries. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I relay that to the others. It doesn't say, it says a storm. They were rerouted.
Does this smell like an insurance scam or something? Do they have those in this area?
Can I contact our ship and see if there actually was a warp storm in this area reported, to see if that's a fake message?
Okay, so they were redirected on for a real reason.
But you can't. No, you can't
we'll
contact.
Investigate that.
Yep. You can contact Berg, and he'll start going through the notice to space vessels and see what he can find. Yeah.
Reported. Where could the things, whatever they are, the xenos, come from? Are there any planets in this particular area?
There's not a lot. Like I said, there's a couple little night worlds here, but those, they kind of stay to themselves, and yeah. So
well, I guess our first priority is get this thing up and running.
Okay. Yeah.
Point it in the direction of the nearest base where it can get claimed by Lux.
Yeah. And about that time, you hear the vents that kick on as you the engines are now up and running. So your pressurization system's coming back online, and the generators will start going also, so that you don't have to worry about the battery being completely drained of it.
We'll give it 10 minutes, and then we'll be able to take off our things.
Well, I'll have a look to see if I can find through the main consoles if there's any hull breaches that are detected that could say this is like major venting taking place in X, Y, or Z locations.
Right, yeah. So you kind of go through there. not a surprise. There is a minor leak around the airlock because of those doors were compromised. Besides that, the only leaks that are detected are well within the Imperial standard of atmospheric leaks on ships.
Okay, and even then, if we keep the airlock shut for the most part, then it's going to be the exterior leak. So it's only really going to be a problem when you try and open and close it.
Mm-hmm.
Serious question is who shut down the ship? If there were survivors, they wouldn't have shut down the ship.
I'm more worried about the fact that they've the last seemingly, at least the way that Machine Oil described it, the last remaining survivor basically locked themselves away in a room that they tried to keep lit all the time. Keep your stab lights handy.
Suppose now we need to systematically start looking through the ship while it's being repaired.
Okay. All right, Machine Oil and Omega. What are you doing now that Omega's got the engines up and running?
I start running through litanies to bless the machine.
We should rejoin the rest of the crew so we can organize the next step of things we need to do.
I would not rush through this process. We do not want to upset the machine. And I start burning incense and
oh my goodness.
Rubbing it with holy oil.
I don't want to leave you here alone, so I guess I'm just going to wait for this to get through.
Okay.
I'll just put my back to a wall and just keep an eye out for trouble.
Okay. Yep. So you kind of, as you're sitting there, kind of watching him, how you'll just start looking around and stuff, and you're at the aft of the ship, and looking down the hallway, you see kind of like a little flash of now that the lights are on, you see a little flash of metal for a bit, then it disappears back into the shadows of the hall.
So the hall outside of the engineering room?
Yep.
Omega, there's somebody out there. All right, I'll go take a look while you do your evolutions. Fine. I'll sort of sneak out there and look around.
Okay. So you kind of go out there. So as you kind of look down the hallway and you see one of the doors to. Oh, I just looked at it. I had the room in my head. The stores, the door to the stores room, it closes. Now it could have been just the ship kind of rocking a bit. Now it's going in there, but yeah.
He's still doing num. Yeah.
Oh yeah, rub it.
Yeah,
rubbing.
Yeah.
If I yell because I get attacked, are you going to come to my aid, or are you just going to keep doing that?
You are expendable.
If I get attacked, then you'll get attacked next, and then the ship will probably get turned off again.
I am expendable, and ultimately the ship is expendable. However, I will not forego the holy rites on your behalf.
I see. Oh, well, I'm just going to open channel with everybody else. Spotted contact with unknown, going into the storeroom, checking to see if they're in there.
Okay. All right.
Omega is not being helpful.
Standard.
as per normal.
Yeah. So when you get to the storeroom, you got the door. I assume you open it.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll cut back to the other three.
Okay.
Suspense.
Suspense.
So what were you wanting to do now that you've kind of gotten now the databases, of course, are enormous, and you won't be able to go through it all in any reasonable amount of time.
Right. Well, let's see if we can find what happened to the crew.
Okay.
I will have my flamer out and my hand on my sword. Well, as I'm walking, let's just go systematically through the whole ship. It's not that big of a ship.
It's not that big of a ship, okay. Relatively speaking.
So we did the science room. We'll do the lounge, the living quarters. It looks like.
Okay. All right, and 3 of you traveling together.
Yep.
All right.
Keeping the helmet on with the lights on. Don't obviously have to worry about the air supply now, but I just want the lights pointing where I can see.
Yeah.
Understood. All right. When you open up the lounge door, this is the first place that is obvious there was a fight. There's blood stains, slashed across the walls where it looks like someone was hit by a bladed weapon, and the blood burst out. The couches and all, they've got burn marks in it, obviously from las guns being fired, and this was a scene of violence.
No bodies, just violence.
Yep, no bodies.
Any evidence of any liquids or substances that are not blood or human?
They're not that you can see. Nope.
I mean, unless the xenos have red blood like we do, I doubt that's possible, but I would have liked to have seen some sort of black or green ichor on the walls.
Was the lounge a place where they made a stand? Like tables were set up
except
to
the
fire
bodies
behind?
aren't here.
Give me and you were a military man, you were in the Navy, right? So let's go with an intuition surroundings. I'll give you a plus 20 because you were...
2 success levels on it.
Okay, yeah. No, it looks like they hadn't set it up for a defensive thing, so you get a feeling that it was probably maybe they were caught off guard.
Okay, so it was mid lounging when things went down and they reacted to whatever came in the door.
Yeah.
Let's go to the rec room.
Okay. All right. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Just asking.
Yeah.
Okay. When you open up the door, give me a discipline fear.
Everyone or just
Well, him. We'll just say everyone because you're all going to see it.
Got a 44 out of 50.
Okay.
So 1. Is that 1? That's 1.
Yep.
I've got them. I'll use them. I'll spend a fate to reroll.
Okay.
But I don't like -5. So.
Ooh, yeah. You have been.
I had a 33. Wait, no, I have a 41 discipline, so I made 1 success level. I rolled a 28.
All right.
The Emperor's telling me that this is to be also -5 again.
Okay, excellent. All right. So what you see, and Wilkes, you are just obviously horrified, maybe even backing away. On the walls, there's 19 men that have been nailed to the walls. They are completely skinned. They have IV packs attached to it, and the IVs are completely drained. But they were obviously inserted into their veins. The skins are piled up over in the corner, and and there's obviously blood everywhere.
They were kept alive while they were tortured and skinned. What kind of monsters are these xenos?
Okay. And Wilkes, what are you doing? Because you got that -5, so you are almost shitting yourself out of fear.
I'm gonna back in the fuck up and making sure there's no. I got almost thinking, look anywhere else other than in there, and I'm almost trying to will myself look anywhere else. Just, are they coming up behind us? Are they looking? Basically, give me trying to think of any excuse not to look back in there.
Okay. When you kind of do that and you turn around, you see the smoke kind of solidifies out of one of the shadows. You see this insanely skinny bipedal creature, but it's ash, and it is swinging a blade at you. What would you like to do?
Scream and duck.
Okay, give me a dodge.
Yeah, I know where my next advances are going. Right.
Screaming.
Yeah. Not great. -1.
Okay. So it hits you in the left leg, and it has. Do you have any armor?
Well,
void suit's worth 3.
Can we get armor on under the void suits?
Oh, the void suits got three armor also. So you got.
Oh,
that.
Yeah. So I presume we won't have robes and then armor.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So with my mesh armor and with the 3 from the suit, that will be 7 on my left leg. And
okay.
6 on my left leg.
And it ignores 3 of it. Yeah. And it's got penetrating 3, and it hits you for 8.
Okay.
And you are fatigued, as like you almost feel like part of your like life was kind of pulled out of it, almost like it's a vampiric dagger that or sword that he hit you with.
Yikes!
And
much us yikes. Make with the screaming and backing the hell back up again.
When we hear the scream, of course, we're going to leap back out where he is.
All right. And Kelly, I'll have you go first. You see this thing. It still looks like it's almost made out of smoke, but it's sort of ballistic.
It's holding a real chainsword.
It is. No, it's just a sword. This sword, not a chainsaw. Yeah.
Does that imply the hand is more solid than the rest of him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll aim in the arm vicinity to try to do that with my pistol.
Okay.
I rolled an 02, so that is 4 levels of success.
Okay, yeah, and I failed my dodge, so you hit it. So go ahead and give your 6 plus your SLs.
Is that right? Oh, last pistol's 5 damage.
Okay, so 5 plus your 4 SLs, so you did 9 points of damage to it. Okay. Yeah, it did not like that. It kind of hisses and says something in a language that you don't speak. It doesn't seem like a language that a human could even have the ability to say. Interrogator Scorn?
I leap out next to Interlocutor, and with my flame pistol, I envelop it in flame.
Okay. Yep. Give me a roll.
And I roll.
That'll be ranged pistol.
Got a 24 out of 35, so a success.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You hit it. And that has
wait a second. Oh. Mm-hmm. No, that's right. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
The damage is 7 plus my level. So
okay, yeah. You hit it. It catches kind of bursts in flames, and then the smoke dissipates, and the flames, since they have nothing to burn on, they just kind of fall to the ground because flamers essentially you're shooting napalm.
Right.
Yeah. So.
And I'll lean down and grab Wilkes. Are you all right? Your leg?
No, I'm not okay.
When it went to smoke, did his sword fall to the ground, or is it?
It also
sword, went to smoke.
Yeah, it also went to smoke. Yeah. Okay.
Let's get him out of here. The med bay is right across the hall from here.
Let's true.
Go get him in there, see if there's anything that we can help him with.
Okay. Let's get him in the med bay. And who's got the best medical on our team?
That would be me.
That would not be me.
Yeah, I've not got the same degree as Omega has. He's definitely got me beat.
Omega, Wilkes has been injured with some sort of major wound to his leg. A sword. Can you come up here and assist us? We're in the med bay.
My litanies are complete. I will come to assist. I will come to repair Garn's weak flesh.
Okay. All right.
Very weak.
Don't let him replace your whole leg, though.
Yeah.
The machine oil. You open the door, and in here there's this was the store. So in here you see there's crates and crates of food that are stored away. You've been on ships before. You know that's not too surprising and all. But you see in the back this smoke creature is kind of looking at you, and then it smiles and it charges.
Big nope, slamming the door shut.
Yeah. So when you slam the door, around the around the door jamb and everything, the smoke starts coming out, and
I'm
starts
booking away from there. I'm running. I'm not staying to fight. I'm running.
Okay. Yeah.
I have slippery too, so I get to disengage as a free action. So I'm just.
I like it.
I'm leaving and running.
I like it. All right. Ooh. He rolled well on his gunshot, though.
He has a disadvantage, because that's one thing about slippery.
Oh, nice. Okay, then that's a good thing that you mentioned that, because it went from an 06 to a 60 then, and you hear you see part of the ship just explode as like part of the weapon hits it.
Scream like a little girl as I run around the corner.
But it was definitely not a laser blast that hit the ship, though. It was definitely like something solid.
Munitions. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, I'm being shot at.
Okay, all right. So, meeting in the med bay.
Yep, I'm Yeah.
Here it's like I've tried to staunch the bleeding.
That you have done a very poor job.
Yes, I know. I don't know anything about Medica. Take over. So we were attacked by one of the shadow things, and it seems to be able to materialize part of its body in order to wield a weapon. However, we did manage damage to that area of its body, and it didn't seem to like it. Also, flames seem to work pretty well for at least a minute. A little bit of injury.
So the xenos threat is still alive?
Yes, it is. And here comes machine oil running.
I'm coming in hot.
The door closed.
Yeah. Open the door.
And about that time, interlocutor Kelly, your Vox speed comes on, and you hear Berg raising you, and he's like going, "Yeah, I was checking all the notices and all, and there was no report of any warp storm in this sector."
Yeah, that's not good. They sent this ship out here for a different reason, and they fooled the crew, which means something bad's happening back in the home world too that this ship came from. Crap. Let's let machine oil in to the med bay area.
Yeah, of course.
Interrogator, we need to set up. Is anybody still chasing him down the hall? Can we shoot at what's coming after him? Or
no? You don't see anything.
They just turns into mist, but they've got guns.
Does the med bay have a bio containment area that's airtight?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I thought of, but that makes sense.
Well, we did find the rest of the crew. They have been rather graphically de-skinned, de-gloved. My favorite.
Yeah, don't go in the hallway in between here.
I don't know if I needed to know that for any particular reason. Yeah.
I think at this point, is there any reason you can see why we shouldn't get back to our ship and
blow
send this thing into the gravity well?
Yeah, I can't think of a good reason.
Our mission is incomplete. We were assigned to discover why this ship came here. We still do not know this.
I agree.
Hold still, Garn.
We're supposed to destroy the xenos. They'll get destroyed if we throw this into the gravity well, right? They're going to be beyond this.
They'll be trapped and never get out.
Yeah, exactly. I think that fulfills your thing.
Try your best not to scream.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to start sewing up Garn's leg.
Yeah. Still machine.
Did you give him a shot of AMSEC at least? No. Damn it.
Why would I waste?
You're worse than Doc we had on our ship.
On such trivial things. They're not necessary. You need to make a Medicaid roll?
Yeah. Give me a Medicaid, human.
31 against 65. So that's 3 levels of success?
Three success levels. Yeah. So
is that 3 wounds back?
Yeah, I believe so.
Christ. I don't say Christ.
Yeah.
Emperor.
Emperor. There were crowbar holes that we noticed when we first got here, but now our airlock is up against that. That thing could go through those and into our ship. Berg, watch out for anything going on over there.
Copy that. I'll get some the weapons out.
Seal those holes.
Or detach and be ready to reattach later.
I think we need to get the F out of here.
Yeah.
I think we need to investigate the rest of the stores areas and the lower level because Omega is correct. We have not fulfilled our mission to the Emperor.
Can we take the core memory with us?
Download the data?
Well, I'm hoping you just grab something and pull it out.
Sure.
Core memory of the.
Yeah.
Yeah. That way, we can investigate how they got sent in this direction without having to actually be on this death trap.
Yeah. We don't know how many of these things are on here.
Are you able to walk, Garn?
That was a fairly palpable chunk of my wounds I got back, so I'm hoping I can.
Yeah. Remember, unless you get a critical, it's really more like, not anything
cosmetic.
That would hinder you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So in a fight, we just have.
I will also reseal your suit, and I get grimdark duct tape out.
That's right.
Well, because you can't be officially disabled. That's way too much paperwork that you'd have to fill out to get that approved.
Oh, tell me about it. And I spent all my money buying a hold of this mesh armor after our last encounter. I can't afford any augmetics yet.
All right. Let's do that and get out.
Yep.
Okay. So you go up to the bridge and eject the memories. Mm-hmm.
Like a big flash drive.
Yeah. Huge laser disc or something.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else on this ship?
So all the individual crew quarters are further aft from the rec room and the kitchen. We haven't been in the kitchen. Any of the crew's quarters.
No, we found the crew.
Yeah, but maybe there was a traitor amongst the crew that was going to be doing something that caused this
maybe
nefarious rendezvous.
There's obviously a hostile alien on board this ship.
Yeah.
Well, there might be more
Possibly
than one
more than
hostile.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be like 2 or more.
Well,
Look, the guy
there was a traitor
different.
on the ship,
But
then he was skinned along with the others.
So, but that is also part of our directive that if there are xenos on board, we are to eliminate them.
Yes,
Unless
well, they'll
they
be
have
eliminated
one
if we
extra.
push the ship into the gravity well. They'll be done for.
Maybe that's where they came from. We should continue our mission.
Well, I mean, once again,
the records of the ship.
We have no reason to believe any kind of speculation like that. If we blow up the ship or send it into the gravity well, that should take care of the problem.
Yep.
Takes care of one
They
of
could
the
be
problems,
magical aliens that could get away from all of that. There's no way to speculate on what they're capable of.
We know that I do not care about speculating the unknowns about the Xenos threat. They should be eliminated, and we should complete our mission. The crew complement is 20, yes?
Yep, it was.
Was there a passenger among them? A 21st person?
There was not when you went through the databases.
But I thought she died and was dropped on a planet or buried.
No, that was the CEO of the company.
Yeah, that was they died in the mining accident. No,
a
so
relative of hers seems to have been aboard the vessel, no?
No, he just was on the paperwork, wasn't he?
No, there was someone on the vessel that was of the same last name.
Right. Was that one of the 20 crew then? So
yep.
That was one of the people that was stapled to the wall then. I mean, Terrell or whatever the name was, who was the radio operator, was probably the person who left the message because they survived longer. We got a radio message. They weren't stapled to the wall. We found their body. Everybody's dead. We know why they're here because they got sent to avoid a storm that didn't exist. So we know there's something stupid happening back on their homeworld. Let's just send this wreck to its final reckoning and go back to the homeworld and investigate. I mean,
we should finish a complete search of the ship.
I agree. And
you guys want to fight ghosts, goblin things? Sure, we can't even necessarily shoot them half the time because
there's not much fighting. They'll just kill us. They've damn near done it already.
Yeah. Like
I would
you two act like you're like
to show more courage.
I didn't survive this long being a gung-ho nut.
No. I believe the Omnissiah blesses us.
Well, he'll bless our decision to send this ship to heck and not have to be on it.
Was there anything?
Whatever they are. Go ahead.
I'll say, was there anything in that xenology text that what you've seen that you're starting to connect dots that might give us an edge?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are there
anything that turns into gas?
Give me a we'll say that you kind of like are flipping through it and all. Give me a lore academics.
Academics. No. 76. That's 4.
Yeah.
In the wrong direction.
Yeah. Nope.
They seem very reluctant in the information that they give out. They seem to have information, but they don't always share it. And I'm not high enough the totem pole yet to be told.
The radio
what is a totem pole?
Really? You're the one with the computer records in your head?
The radio operator is Turiel and has the same last name as the mining magnate's owner.
Turiel was the relative?
Yes.
No.
Oh,
Gregorius Polis was the.
Apologies.
Could be his.
Okay.
Could be the son of the person who got killed in the mining accident.
Assuming that it is,
it's part of a chain of murdering people so someone else will inherit.
Right.
Yes.
These two companies just merged.
Yep. Yep. So this was booby trap. These people were sent to die to kill him. We know why it's here. We know we can go back and investigate it. We don't have to fight ghost goblin smoke thingies. Let's go string up some actual traders back on that planet because that's a lot easier.
Booby trapped with an alien?
Well, it's not unheard of that if you're heretical, that you would seek the service of xenos races to do your dirty work.
Yeah, maybe they got somebody in the silent trade to booby trap the thing.
Well, I believe that this mission was to test Interrogator Scorn. So Interrogator Scorn's decisions shall bring judgment upon us all, but it is her decision to make. Shall we leave the ship and destroy it from afar, or shall we continue the investigation?
Over the years, I've become far more concerned in the welfare of the people that I'm working with.
That is illogical.
You said it was my decision.
It is your decision.
I don't see how we can search the ship and protect ourselves against this shadow. Do we have any kind of advanced shielding that we could use? Should we go back to our ship and armor up?
Wait a minute.
Go ahead.
The thing is, it has a gaseous form, right? Can we set the vents to basically just expel all gas out of the ship or pull it in a particular direction?
Well, it doesn't mean that it's... I mean, we can fight ourselves against wind, but it might be able to, too.
Well, that would force it to stay solid at the very least, because if it goes gaseous, it'll get sucked into the vents.
Did the ship from the Inquisitor's flotilla that we came on, does it have ship-to-ship weapons?
Yeah.
Then we just destroy this unarmored transport craft from a distance.
And this thing was able to fly into a vent when there was already zero atmosphere anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. So it doesn't matter. All right.
So
it's not affected by that pressure.
It's the worst idea ever, but I think that we could fight this thing with a vacuum cleaner. Suck it up when it turns.
But like it was already moving through vacuum anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it would be stuck in the bag. Like a genie in a bottle. I mean, it has to function within the realm of physics. It's using some sort of phase device then. It's phasing out of our materiality. Maybe it's not a ghost or it's not smoke at all. It just sort of looks like that to us. But it's just changing its molecular. I don't know.
One should be cautious about trying to understand heretical xenos technology.
How do you fight it? How do you fight such a thing?
I believe we could fight it with our ship-to-ship weapons.
Yes, okay.
So you want to just blow up the ship after all?
No, I want to fully investigate the ship, but you seem to be concerned for, as you said, our well-being.
Well, we can't investigate the ship if we're dead.
We also cannot investigate the ship if we annihilate it with our ship-to-ship weapons.
The judgment call.
We have garnered enough evidence to have suspicion as to the people involved sending it out here. So there is a further investigation to follow up on.
What was it about light? Maybe it doesn't like light. Did it have any effect from our things on it when it...
All the lights are now on the ship, and it seemed to attack Garn and Vander just fine.
And he cut off his eyelids. Was he trying to avoid darkness or something else with cutting them off? Or was he just crazy?
When Omega Phi said that about them attacking Wilkes and Machine Oil, if you remember, it was still in the shadows when it attacked.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll confirm that. Yeah, it was in the shadows when it manifested.
Yeah.
Can we turn the light levels up on the ship? I mean, even uncomfortable for us, but we can
turn them up to 11.
Classic. Yeah, I mean, you could probably do that. Take a little bit of mess around with the tech.
We could turn them up to 11. We could then arm ourselves and, well, we're already armed, and sweep the ship, go through the whole thing rapidly.
If I was going to pick one place to look at, I would want to go to this Gregorius's cabin to see if there's any diary, journal, anything where that guy has made any kind of observation against maybe any kind of family or political intrigue happening between the company, the intermingling of the companies.
Well, that's fine. We get to that eventually, but I think we need to go systematically through and sweep it and seal it off as we go so that whatever it is can't go hide somewhere else. But we can certainly make it uncomfortable.
I am slightly confused by your request. You said to turn the lights to 11, but 11 lumens is far darker than it is now. I calculate that it is currently at 1600 lumens, far greater than 11.
What is the level a level that whatever?
Just as high as it goes.
Let's put it up to 85,000 lumens. Walk around like,
Find the tanning beds, and we'll use the tanning beds. So, do we have any lights on board the ship that we came in from? Or is there any portable lights?
Oh, yeah.
There's the lights on our suits. Yeah.
Yeah. Lights on the suits. And, if you go to like the where they have the tools and all, they're going to have flashlights and all because you need that to work on, ships
right.
And all. You need flashlights. So, yeah, it's guaranteed.
Maybe there's
lights and all.
There's something like a portable beacon. You can put it in front of the door, turn it on, bright light, open the door, and move it inside like a lantern and set it down.
Oh, yeah. Like, I've got a workshop light that, like, if you look into it, it's, it's an LED.
It'll blind you.
Yeah, it'll blind. Yeah. So I've got that now.
So bright lights. Let's start with that. And then if we see it, if it's there, what do? We have to. It's a fire.
Well, somebody was able to hurt it, weren't they, when they attacked it?
I heard it, and Wilkes heard it.
Right. I definitely heard it with my last gun.
Interlocutor, yeah, Kel heard it.
Okay, so if we can hurt them, we just need to know how many of them there are, so we can be sure that we've cleared the thing.
One is too many.
Yeah, one is too many. Do you want to leave one room dark so that as we go room to room, they might end up retreating there, and that will be
it'll always have to it'll always have to retreat to the farthest room.
Okay.
If we keep
where we
that's
try to
assuming that that's assuming that light actually does something to it.
Yeah.
Other than just reveal it, but if it reveals it, we can hit it with something. Our laser guns. I wonder if our laser guns would do anything. That's pure light.
Mine did. It seemed like it did not like it when I hit it. I had got a good hit on it with the last gun.
Right. Oh, that sounds like a plan.
A room-to-room boarding action of the entire 2 levels of the ship, and hope that doesn't sneak around behind us again.
Okay. Well, the creature does seem to want to attack us. So
yeah. Well, it ran away. Okay, we can try, but this is not like a very orderly action.
I will design rigs we can wear with bright lights.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Okay. Yeah. So it takes Omega a little bit of time to get those rigs built, and everything. You want to start on the bottom level or the level you're currently on?
Well, we should start where we are, right?
Yeah. All right.
And work down. Yeah.
So as you kind of sweep through and all, everyone give me an awareness sight.
Okay.
1.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Whoa,
that's quite impressive.
4 levels of success.
Okay.
95.
Wow.
You're too upset
0
about
level.
wanting to make all these changes to.
I know. It's so disrespectful to the.
Yeah. Okay. Wilkes and Interrogator Scorn, as you're going down the hallway that machine oil kind of fled down, you see in the ceiling, just about his head height, you see embedded into it it's a shuriken.
Does it just appear, or did it?
No,
it there?
it was there. Yeah, it looks like in machine oil, you remember that when you were running, it took a shot at you, and something solid hit the.
I thought it had a gun.
It did have a gun. Yeah,
a gun that fires shurikens.
Fucking xenos, man.
Oh.
And Interrogator, you can now make a lore forbidden roll when you see that.
Was it Devil Ninjas? Huh. What are we looking at?
No.
Hey, you need to study harder.
Do.
Or spend fate, one or the other.
So,
okay. We've got about 6 minutes left. It'll refresh. Spend it.
Yeah, spend it. 6 minutes left.
Oh, that's true. I'll re-roll.
Okay, yeah.
And what did you say it was?
Lore forbidden.
Lore forbidden.
So I believe you're the only one that has it.
That was willing to admit it.
He's stupid enough to go for it.
I still got a 53 out of 34.
Okay. Yeah. It's something's tickling in your mind, but you're going to have to hit the books. So maybe you did actually dig through to find it. But you're like, okay, yeah, I in this month-long journey here, I think you do think you remember reading something about a xenos species that use this kind of weapon.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
You know what? It does. Can you spend two fate?
No.
I can't spend my last fate. Okay.
Yeah. Can't sack it that way. Okay. You could. Yeah. No. Because you spin it to re-roll. Okay. Yeah. No.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Kind of sweeping through.
I will grab the shuriken though.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. For later investigation.
Mm-hmm.
It says made in.
Yeah.
Made in Gamora. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. All right. So, as you can continue your sweep through and all, you don't, on this level, it was either the crew quarters, some of the crew quarters, it looks like there was some violence in there. You kind of surmise that maybe they were caught unaware and the things broke into their crew bedroom and grabbed him.
We did want to check one of the crew quarters.
Yeah, the corporate reps.
Yep, the Gregorius.
Okay. Yep. So when you go into Gregorius's room, it's obvious it's his. It's the nicest one on the ship. It actually has its own personal washroom and all, whereas everyone else had the classic prison shower kind of washroom and all. And in here, you can see that, he kind of made it his own. And what were you looking for in here?
Journal, diary, personal log, whatever.
Slate.
Yeah, something that.
Yep, there's definitely a data slate in here.
I'll turn that over to Wilkes. He'll know what to do with that much better. Yeah. Is there any other personal items from his family or any kind of indication?
There is a picture.
Like letters
there is like a picture he had. So you can see in the picture there's looks like him and two other of a female and a male that about within a year or two in age. And standing next to him is the person that's obviously their mother, but part of the picture has been ripped off, and so but you can see the hands of like one other person kind of in the on the edge of the picture.
That's suspect number one, probably.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay, but besides on this floor, you don't find anything else. Okay. Headed down to the bottom level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should go pretty fast. There's just cargo bays and
it's not as many rooms to look through.
The stores room and the control room.
Okay. In the cargo bay, when you go in there, you see all the products kind of piled up. It's all covered on pallets with covered with a tarpaulin.
Mm-hmm.
And besides that, they're just moving through. You've got all the paperwork is properly filled out and signed, and yeah.
So none of the cargo is disrupted, like something left it or got out of it?
You want to check it out?
Yeah.
Look. Yep.
Yeah. So when you lift it up, give me let's go with a lore planet, or we'll say no lore Terra, or a logic investigation. I'll let you pick.
I'll go with the logic then. Hold on.
Okay.
So that gives me 45. Maybe I'll get it.
Well, I got a 15 out of 34, so that's
all right.
I will spend a fate for a reroll.
Okay.
As we're getting towards the end. And I got a 40 with that, so I guess that's a 0 or 1 within it's within 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Looking at it, it looks like it wasn't packed the best, but interrogator, when you're looking at it, this looks like more of a slag instead of like actual pure ore.
Well, like this is the crap that's left over after they've processed it.
Yeah,
they were willing to sacrifice this load. They knew they weren't coming back.
It's worthless.
Yeah,
or very nearly worthless.
The people that loaded this ship knew it wasn't coming back.
Let's see if when we get into the logs, see if that does match against what the official records say it was carrying.
Yeah, and that since like the things are there, the official records say that they were loading up ore, actual like processed ore to go to the Mechanicus to be turned into weapons.
Well, they got the processed bit right, but it's not the bit you want to be processed.
This was a trap. This was a trap probably for Gregorius.
It's an assassination, pure and simple.
I agree. This reeks of political skullduggery on the part of whoever sent this guy out here.
But definitely evidence of heresy, because if they liaise with a xenos to do the dirty work for them, that is heresy.
Okay. All right, we will close out with that. You hear across on the comms, you hear Berg start yelling, and you hear him shooting. He's like going, "There's something on the ship! There's something on the ship!" And
we knew that was going to happen.
Berg. We've seen this movie in many forms.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Our players included Matthew Sanderson, Troy Lehman, Morgan Llewellyn, Matt Hawkinson, and myself with with Keith Craig as the game master. We have a Discord server where you can chat with other members, you can set up private games, and you can learn the finer arts of gameplay and game mastering. We provide audio-only versions of our shows free for you to download from Spotify, Podbean, or iTunes. Support for the show is provided by our patrons who are listed in the closing credits. If you'd like to show us your appreciation, please visit our Patreon page, or you can use the thanks button just below the screen. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel and punch the bell icon for updates on our latest shows, and leave us some comments. We enjoy reading them and answering any questions you might have. This is Thom Raley, together with all the members of our gaming club, inviting you to journey with us once again into the darkness for another adventure into the grim dark of Warhammer 40k and the Imperium Maledictum role-playing game. Until next time, good luck, good gaming.